Secondly, another trick that you can use is to prioritize your tasks. Categorize your job by order of importance. Some people like to refer to this as priority level. The idea here is to ensure that necessary and urgent tasks are done first. Less important tasks are left until a later period. The University of Sussex hosts a Skills Hub page that provides further tips on prioritizing tasks. You can see the link in the comments. Third, you can combine similar tasks together. In other words, what you want to do is perform similar functions at the same time. This is a psychological trick. When you work on similar tasks, your brain is more comfortable and relaxed and doesn't require significant brain power to operate. When you switch from one major task to another, it takes some time for you to readjust the new way of thinking, and that will be required to complete the task. By combining your jobs like this, you will not lose your focus. For my fourth point, I'd like to talk about the elephant in the room: multitasking. I cannot tell you how many studies have been completed showing that multitasking just does not work. You are not a multitasker. Do not say to your friends that you are good at multitasking. You're not. Suppose you'd like to read more about this. Well, in that case, there is a well-written article called "You Can't Multitask, So Stop Trying" by Harvard Business Review. It supports these findings. When people multitask, they spread a shared common resource, their brain, across multiple tasks simultaneously. However, there is a loss in efficiency between the sharing of these tasks. It is much better to focus on one task at a time and do that task well than to try and do multiple tasks simultaneously. Fifth point, use an agenda. Make that agenda a live plan. This is, an agenda that will remind you about important meetings and deadlines. And just to back things up, even when your agenda does advise you, be sure to check it first thing in the morning, mid-morning, after lunch, and mid-afternoon. This will ensure that you do not miss important meetings and deadlines and embarrass yourself. For number 6, assign times within which you must complete tasks. Take a guess at how long you think it will take to complete a job and then multiply that time times 2. Figure out in advance which days you will have some free time to work on that task in advance and plot out a schedule for yourself for that specific task. As a final note, I'd like to emphasize how important it is to track your time. I'd like to come full circle back to that SMART acronym that I mentioned at the beginning of today's video. The amount of time that you spend on your tasks must be measurable. Using an online time tracker like XPunch will help you understand how you are measuring your time. You would be surprised by the amount of time that you spend on specific tasks that you didn't realize were eating up all your time. You will then be able to make adjustments accordingly.